getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay, I've also noticed that recently, it's not forcing me to switch, so I don't have to be on Discord all the time. It's just doing it again, which is how it used to be. So I'm really liking that.
Maybe the update did it.
Yeah, you liking that.
Please ignore us while we do a quick
Thomas
sound
is
check.
a little quiet.
Yeah, I turned him down because he blasted my fucking ears off when he joined. Okay,
That should be a sound clip.
try now.
That's the only thing.
Buck is usually very quiet, so can we do a check on Buck?
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing.
Go back to sleep.
Watch you smile when you are sleeping. While you're far away
he's
and
quiet.
dreaming.
Hang on, you're gonna get us copyright struck.
If you go into your settings, Buck, on Discord, go settings,
Yep.
go voice and video.
1 second. I'm still clicking buttons. Macs have that weird thing where the button isn't the button.
And Tay needs to come up too.
I
Now
also
what?
turn my gain up a little. What under input device? What does it say?
Mac AirBook microphone.
Does it have other options?
External microphone and Microsoft
Use-
Teams audio.
Use the external microphone.
How's that, folks?
Oh,
Ooh, bad.
Loud, bad, or
It's got constant hum.
fuzzy.
So leave that for a sec. Let's try one more thing. Don't switch.
Let me go switch out these headphones because they're a little busted up. Maybe that's the problem.
Try that too. But I have one more idea.
Okay, let's try yours before I stand up.
Scroll under voice and video.
Under voice and video.
Scroll all the way down where it starts to say advanced.
It says
Tay's
advanced.
good level. Just need Wombat.
Do you see where it says noise suppression?
Yes.
Go ahead and put that on none.
Okay, it's on none.
And then scroll down a little bit more.
Okay.
And is there like a save settings button?
No, there's a reset settings button.
Okay, then just switch your audio back over and see if that adjusts at all.
Also, the input sensitivity is really, really low. I don't know if that's important.
Go ahead and crack it up. Do you have it automatic? Click automatic.
Hello. I've clicked it automatic.
Okay, now go ahead and switch the mic back over. See if that makes a difference.
Ready?
kids? Hello.
It doesn't buzz constantly, but it still buzzes
Yeah.
when you talk.
Okay.
Go ahead and it's definitely louder because it's closer to your mouth.
I'm gonna try the headphone switch real quick.
Okay.
Can we do Wombat while we're here?
Hi there.
Buckshot this camera.
Speak more.
Speaking.
They're definitely live. Speaking.
But no action.
Come.
Welcome to the come zone.
You can come up a little bit. You can come up a little bit.
Just go and search the music. Welcome to the come zone.
Literally.
Everybody should be good now. We're gonna get copyrighted for that. Watch.
Yeah, probably.
That's how our lives work.
Also, I'm Dio Priest now. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah.
Speak again, Buck.
Oh,
More.
hello,
Oh,
government
my-
officials.
Still light.
This is your final
He
warning.
can come up a little bit on Chris's side if Chris got it.
Try.
Government officials, this is your final warning. Give me back my tax money, or I will do something
Okay.
not cool.
That's okay.
Cool. Thanks for standing by during this annual sound test.
Hello. welcome back. We're here for session 57 of World's Rebirth. Before we get too far into that, though, our singular only announcement. 1 month from today, we will not be playing one of our standard D&D games. No, we will not. We're going to be doing an Oops All Bards one shot with the face that you won't see before. But that's going to be fine because a whole bunch of musical guys are going to try to fight a giant dragon.
I'm Rob.
Nothing is going to go wrong. All going to be fine. They're definitely all going to live.
Rob.
That's for later.
Rob.
You are Rob. Back to this session, though. These goofy little guys probably want to do a recap and get on the frickin' show. Starting with the fucker of Thomas's mom, Buck. What happened last session?
Oh, fuck, bud. Shit, yeah, I paid attention and read, I think I tried to hit May. Oh, yeah. Dio was working in a tourist trap as a musician. Because his buddy Fabian hooked him up with a sick job while everyone was on their gap year. And so Dio had time to relearn how to play guitar in a non-mystical way. And then Balthazar, like Nick Fury at the end of Iron Man, showed up and was like, I'm putting together the team. And then nothing came of it. And then later, Eleanor showed up, like Nick Fury at the beginning of Avengers, and was like, I'm putting together a team. And then it did work, because we were all there. And just like in Avengers, we were all kind of hostile to each other, especially me.
Yeah, that's a pretty good recap. Chris, the one from the note, could you please tell me more?
Yeah, I mean, we all had our own little vignettes of what we were doing while time was passing. I was being a
That's the word.
semi-acceptable father figure to a young girl who apparently couldn't read, which I think was news to me. So I think now she can read a little, and hopefully stoked a fire under her to invent magic rather than to just copy other people. And then, you know, we did the thing. We had to make some choices as to what we're gonna do now.
Nikki, the taker of notes, want to add anything special?
Sure. We took a month off in-game. So we had a month of doing our own things. Balthazar taught his kid to read and invented a spell. Dio is killing his new liver. Rakesh became a famous hibachi cook.
Yes.
Yep.
I would argue that's the most important part of last session, really.
Yeah.
It's a pivotal plot
arguably.
point going forward.
Only one of us is still having fun, and it's Rakesh.
Yeah. Everybody has conversations. Some of them go better than others. In the second half, when we get back, New Azure is kind of destitute. Like, everything's being sold off to fund the new army. Banners are going up. Automatons are in the streets. Lucian has a new council. Apparently May is still on it, but there's all these new people there that we meet that are in charge of other things. He's going to go fight the Jade Empire, and we don't understand why. Because the High Flame is really the target, so he gives us a whole bunch of options for random fetch quest and hit missions that we have to choose from instead of doing the big things like go get his sister or take out the High Flame. And Eleonora implores us to take the exile instead because she thinks Lucian is distracting from something else going on that he's doing by himself. So we've got 24 hours to decide what we're going to do.
Thomas, you're the 13th reason of Buck, but the number one face of Hibachi. What happened last session?
FBI open up.
Yep.
But what happened? I only remember Rakesh trying to see if Shen was still alive. I think
Yep.
it was the most important.
Boy. Yep, definitely. And last but never least, the combator of doors, the guy with the beard. Wombat, what happened last session?
A lot of talking. And not much else.
Could do that. And we're gonna jump right back in. So, you all left the palace after these conversations, meeting with various members of the Moon Council, where you all were given some very less than friendly options. Either get up or get out were basically what it came down to. And you decided you guys would get up. You guys are going to help. Or at least you think you're going to help. You guys left the castle after giving that kind of general answer. Leaving, returning to the House of Light, or the Crap Shack, whatever we're calling it at this point, and deciding what we're going to do with the action. The House of Light still there. Rosa has been maintaining it this entire time. What would you guys like to do?
We have 24 hours. I think that we should sleep on it. Come back together in the morning.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
Okay. With the sun somewhere between evening and setting, that kind of purpley orange haze lingers over the city. The streets still relatively quiet. The only sound echoing is the clanging metal of weaponry and armor patrolling the alleyways and the streets. Each of you find your way into your respective beds, but before that, is there anything anyone wants to do?
I think May is going back to the castle to try and get Lucian one more time.
Okay.
Before this decision is made.
Anybody else have anything they want to accomplish?
I'm gonna put my kids to bed and read them a story of happy times. Like the
Are they
time.
staying in the House of Light or are they staying in the bar?
I think they're in the other place, but I'll, nip over and put them to bed.
Navy Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything from Dio, Callus, or Rakesh?
Dio's gonna head back to his room at the Phoenix Roost.
Rakesh is gonna go shopping for cooking ailment.
Oh.
Excellent.
So if we need to leave, he will be ready on the.
Incredible. Anything from Callus? As the sun begins to set in the city, Rakesh, you find yourself wandering through the streets into an area you've never quite been in. The local bazaar. These farmer market style stalls are full of many, many, many ingredients that are new to you since joining the world of hibachi. You're finding all kinds of fresh wasabi and radishes. There are all elements of vegetables and meats being fermented and cured. You find yourself very fascinated with all of the flavors and spices that are available to you when you're not eating ration packs. Real food has become somewhat of a passion for you, and you are now going to spend your time preparing gourmet ration packs for your companions. And you know what? That's a pretty great thing for you to do. You're kind, you're committed, you're making sure your friends really want the best of the best. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
Um, Not really, but um, I'm making sure that is is good. Like not for no food poisoning. I don't want that.
Go ahead
Uh,
and just make a straight investigation roll.
Ooh, be proficient. And I put my
Because
yeah,
I
proficiency,
I had
yes.
my I had a class in cooking. No, wrong character, wrong lever,
Pull the leather, Kronk.
wrong lever. Yes. So investigation. And yeah, I'm when I'm checking for against food poisoning, it's mostly in the meat.
Good call. Good call.
So that's 16.
When you're looking at all of these meats, Rakesh, you find one stall that seems very suspicious. Um, the meat is a little bit gray. Um, the, they claim it's dry aged, but it looks to be actual mold versus
Mold
the
age.
enzymes that happen while you're in the aging process. You promptly know to avoid that.
Okay, good.
Um,
I'm gonna buy that. Oh.
you find your way wandering over to another stall. It's a little bit larger. There's an elven man and a dwarven woman behind it. Both look rather well toned, kind of physiques similar to yours. Uh, they smile at you and make small talk as you begin perusing their wares. Um, they have not only like your typical dried beef, pork, lamb, goat, they have some more exotic options. There's everything ranging from like dried direwolf to boar to there's some dried aged fish. There is a wide variety of ingredients for you to pick from. What are you picking up?
So I'm picking up like fresh ingredient for the first 3 days, and
Okay,
after that it will be less fresh because conservation.
excellent.
And yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I am like not picking the same thing, or just changing from day to day. Nonetheless,
Yeah,
I will.
you are providing a plentiful array of options for your companions to choose from, knowing that, you guys have had a little bit of a rough go and you want to ensure that you guys have good food to consume for once, hoping that it will help boost your stamina on the field. Um, Go ahead and deduct just 4 gold from your character sheet as you pick up a large variety of both fruits, vegetables, proteins, and you take them back to the House of Light where you spend the next couple of hours seasoning and salting and preparing individual packs, labeling them for everybody's name. And you end up with like a good selection. You've got 16 ration packs in front of you. 2 labeled with Dio's name, 2 labeled with Balthazar, 2 for Mei-Lin, 2 for Callus, 2 for yourself. But then you've got 6 extras just in case, one person's a silly goose and leaves their bags at the last campsite, or, things go wrong and you get all of your stuff stolen. Thomas, I want you to add Rakesh's ration packs to your inventory. It's a magical item on D&D Beyond. Go ahead and add those. Balthazar, you spend the next couple of hours putting your kids to bed, getting them all tucked in. bedtime stories read, making sure they're safe and secure, their little heads on pillows, and the doors locked.
Wow, that's kind of good.
I'm not entirely an asshole when I gift you guys magic items, guys. Mei-Lin,
Where is that catching it?
you find yourself wandering to the palace. At this point, the walk, you're not sure if it's directed through your mind, like you're not sure if you have to put the effort into a walk there, or if it's just subconscious because you've done this so many times. But as you find your way in, the gates are closed off. The guards out front have the drawbridge drawn up across the little garden of poison plants. Halt. State your purpose at this hour.
Mei-Lin, Master of Whispers. I have a meeting with the Emperor.
You kind of see them turn heads to each other, not sure why there's being a meeting called at this time. But if you're saying your title out loud, it is probably of importance, and they bring the bridge down for you to cross before promptly pulling it back up again. The palace, already a spooky place, is much more terrifying at night. Usually when you've been here at this hour, it is sconces out the wazoo, lights of all means kind of sparkling around. It's dark, it's dim, it's almost abandoned. If you didn't know any better, there would be no one in this building, but thankfully you were here just mere hours ago. Do you wander up? Where do you wander? Where are you gonna look for?
I'm looking for Paige.
Go ahead and just make me an investigation roll.
I'm good at these. 24.
Yeah, you find yourself down the hallway and kind of poking your heads into offices and rooms, both the conference rooms and the closet you found yourself hiding in with Dio. And eventually you find a very tired Paige. She sat at a wooden table in one of the many, many rooms in this building. Her face is down on the counter. She looks like she's like half asleep. There is a quarter eaten sandwich and like a very cold glass of tea sat there. And she's just face down, almost snoring.
May goes and puts her hand on her shoulder very gently to like wake her. And says, "You haven't finished your dinner. Why don't I go get somebody to make you another cup of tea?"
Yeah. What are you doing here, Mei-Lin?
Don't worry about that right now. Why don't you rest? Where's the Emperor and Empress?
I'm not sure. The Empress is out. I believe the Emperor has settled down for the night.
I know where to go. Why don't you finish your meal and go to bed properly?
As you find your way throughout the halls, Mei-Lin, you begin making your way for Lucian's room. It's not, you know where it is. You've been there casually, talking with him or Alanora. I mean, they share a bed space for all intents and purposes. As you begin to get closer to the room, the door is shut. The sconce on the outside is not lit, but you hear rustling on the inside.
He knocks.
No immediate reply.
Lucian, it's May.
You wait a moment, trying to see if there's a response. But nothing comes immediately. There's a little bit more. You hear soft, padded footsteps. They're different than how you've heard Lucian walk.
I'm opening the door.
Reaching down for the handle, you kind of grab it and begin to turn. Creaking the door open, the lights are off. The room is
Goggles are already on.
dark. You sneak into the room. And Dio, what are you doing in Lucian's room?
I'm sitting cross-legged at the end of his bed. And when May walks in, you can tell Dio is about to say something, realizes that's not Lucian. And she goes, fuck. Hey.
Hi. If you needed something, you could have said. I don't know how good you are at infiltration. Obviously, you've gotten all the way here, but I could have helped.
Paige tried to stop me, but I just fixed that.
Got it.
I just wanted to talk to Lucian,
Where's the bedpan?
Say.
and honestly, I was hoping to get him one-on-one and try to repay him for all the spooky stuff he's done to me, so I figured I'd be in his room, waiting. Didn't expect to find you here.
Clearly. Likewise. Shall we go look for him then? Or do you need him alone?
What do you want to see him about? Just
I'm here
If
on
I'm to be-
business.
same, I guess. Listen, it's just, we've been at odds. We haven't exactly been on the same page lately. I just want to make sure that what I'm gonna do doesn't interfere with what you're gonna do, and vice versa. Like, I don't want to walk into a room and be like, "Hey, don't do this," and then you say, "Do this," and I'm like, "Oh fuck."
I'm here to get answers. If you're going to boss him around, I prefer you wait until I ask my questions.
I don't plan to. I'll be here. He's probably in his study or something. I don't know.
That was my next spot to check, but I heard movement in here. You should be quiet. Huh?
Yeah, I was monologuing. I'm sorry.
And she closes the door, dips out.
Don't tell him I'm here.
Why would
You
Ruin
go
this.
to open the door a little bit more, May. You are greeted face to face with Lucian himself as he's coming into his room. Not quite where I find my master of whispers when she comes to visit, is often my bedchamber. Is there a purpose why you are in my private space, Mei-Lin?
Because this is where Paige said that she would. I would find you. It's dark. I had to check.
Have you come alone, or have you brought the rest of the band of hooligans with you as well?
Quick mind link, Lucian and Dio. Do you want it?
Yeah, okay. And then Dio just like steps around the corner. Hi, Lucian.
Great. Two of my current least favorite people on the planet here in my room when it's my time. What can
I'm
I do
happy-
for you?
I'm happy to take this somewhere more
I think-
comfortable for you.
You've already broken in and made yourself comfortable. He looks at the crumpled up, sat on bedding at the end of his bed.
Nice.
Paid lots of money for that Astaporian silk.
Thread count.
12,000. Very.
Lucian, what is your
May?
purpose in going for the Jade Empire? Why is that your target? As your master of whispers, I need to know the play here.
Make a persuasion check. I'm not gonna make it a disadvantage, but I'm gonna make the DC high because he's not pleased with you folk.
$30.
He looks at you and kind of just glances over passively at Dio.
He can hear.
Fear not the night, for in its depths we discover what makes us better than our darkest fears. I used to be okay with loss, found comfort in solitude and the lives I took. I still find peace with my actions. I'm not denying that. But I was alone. My mother and, well, the man I idolized from a young age killed at the hand of a man. I had no bone to pick with me. An innocent girl whipped from her mother's womb, trotted halfway across the world to a land she shouldn't be in, unprotected. I may have made myself a monster, but I am not heartless. I will get her back. And if I have to burn cities to do it, I will.
You don't. You have an extraction team before you that you handed a bunch of petty errands. We know Eclipsa. We can get her back.
You would not be going on these missions if they were petty.
If what you want is your sister, let us get you what you want.
I will get my sister myself.
And come with us. What you are doing is spreading your forces thin and making yourself ripe for the picking. If you declare war on the Jade Empire, Azure is coming for you, and you will be weak and spent when she does.
I have no ill will to the High Flame. I do not see us having any altercations at a personal or political level.
Then your council has failed you. Her ambition.
Yes, my council
is
has
to-
failed me.
And the ones that you have surrounded yourself with, they all tell you yes. They all tell you this is a good idea.
I pay them exuberant amounts of coin. They will tell me whatever they feel appropriate to tell me. Whether it be the
And if-
truth or what we want to hear.
And if you surround yourself with yes men, you wind up dead. Maybe not you, but all the people around you. You lose everything that you have worked for. I am here to tell you this is the worst idea that you can make. This is not tactically sound. And if you're paying people to tell you yes, then you're becoming more like her.
Lucian, it pains me. I agree with May. I came here separately, but I guess for the same reason. I wanted to plead with you to stop this war. Before it started. Not as an ally or a friend, but as someone who's now lived in both the Jade Empire and your kingdom. I believe in my heart, though I don't agree with everything you do, I believe in my heart. You're a good man. I don't expect Alenora would have stayed with you long if you weren't. A war like this just brings death and pain to the real people of the kingdoms, not the royals, not the nobility.
Let
I
the
don't.
war be a last resort. If we fail, let it be. But I implore you to give us the chance to try.
Each of you roll persuasion or intimidation. I'll let you pick which one.
Persuasion. 27.
$33. So what I told you last night, Taylor, was a bit off. It's not going to be a 34. Lucian, you're a man of the cloth. I get losing
Sorry.
faith. I get losing faith in dark times, but isn't that what your faith is built on? Loss and acceptance of it, not the continued struggle. Just try to remember who you are before you were the Emperor. The man that Mei-Lin respects so much that she came here pleading to you again.
I will allow individual arcana or religion checks.
Oh dear. Okay.
What am I better at? Show
They're
me what
not
I'm
they're not
better at.
required. You don't have to make them. They're optional.
Yeah, I know, but I wanna.
I'm saying it for Nikki, who looks distraught that she has to roll one of those two skills.
7.
Which one?
Arcana.
9. Religion.
Oh lordy lord. Okay. Arcana.
We sent the charismatic ones, not the smart ones. So
I'm busy.
As you guys are here and you're making these pleas to Lucian, you have a minute to kind of just read the room. Mei-Lin, you spent some time after discovering the ziggurat, after finding the Hall of the Gods, researching the things you guys were getting into. You read about the books. The High Three. There was the Book of Exile. There was the Book of Names. And then there's the Book of Exalted Good. each of these books, from even your personal experience, influences your behavior in some form. Whether it's eating sand or whether it's eating sand or, you know, becoming a undead power lord. But you can tell that this man has spent so much time with this book that it's influencing him in some form.
Okay.
Theo, you at one point in time considered your man of multi-faith. While not necessarily following the Lady of Loss's teachings very closely, you know that she's not present anymore here. You're very, at least you were, very in tune with your spirituality. And you knew at one point Lucian was as well. It feels empty. This room feels abandoned. And now that you've had this thought, you start to notice the small altar is gone. She's no longer got any remnants of her holy symbol built into his armor and daily wear. Something's not connecting here. Lucian pipes in. I surrounded myself with those I considered friends once. But then I asked them for a simple favor to aid me and help me. Help the people of New Azure feel safe and loyal to me. Show them that I'm not a monster. Unite the cities of the Crystalline Dynasty's northern half, the forgotten half. And I asked you to do one thing for me. You turned me down.
No, we didn't. We just didn't do it exactly as you asked. We were on the battlefield killing Vecna to protect you, to protect the people of this plane. We were there. Dio died. Your priorities seem to be skewed. That is why I am here. I am here to get you the thing that you want, to avoid you going through a war that is unnecessary. If what you want is war, I cannot convince you. If what you want is your sister, I can do that. I will tell you that whatever you think of Azure now, you are wrong. She will not stop until the plane is hers. She has a vendetta, she has a grudge, and she will act on it. I am not a master tactician, but I am very good at reading people. You are making a choice that will end your reign. May not end your life, but it will end what you have worked for.
I think it's best we end this conversation here for the evening.
Will you take the day? We can come back tomorrow. Speak to Alanora. Tell her what is happening.
Thank you for your visit. I implore you to leave.
I'll see you tomorrow then. Deal?
Dio will get up and head towards the door and just stop for a brief second. Say, "I thought you were irredeemable, Lucian. Don't let me be right." And then I walk out.
As you guys make your way back to the House of Light or the Phoenix Roost, respectively, is there any final things the two of you want to do?
I think May goes back to the Phoenix Roost with Dio. Grab a drink. She's not gonna grab a drink. She's gonna grab like a milk. Pretend like she's drinking.
It's like the most quiet, awkward walk, unless
Yeah.
May says something. At first, Dio thinks she's like following him, like in maybe in an attempt to like beat him up or something. So like they walk a little bit and then like they look behind them and beside them, making sure they're still there.
Yeah, she's still there. She's just walking. Her hands in her pockets.
It's getting late. The
Yep.
robot guards start to do the whole curfew thing sooner than later here.
I can get back.
Should probably, yeah, you should get back.
I will.
Okay. Well, it was nice seeing you. And then starts walking again.
I just realized that I could have added a side eye to any one of those checks, and I'm stupid. Anyway, fuck. So when they get back to the bar, May bellies up to the bar, orders a milk. Why don't you sit?
Given
Yep. Bip, 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 bip. Yeah, I agree. Well, hey.
May is here abandoned at this bar.
I was gonna say, was it? I felt like one of you two were gonna say something, and then both of you stopped.
Yeah.
But you were gonna talk.
Is he leaving?
Get ready to go upstairs to his room.
All right. She picks up her milk and follows him.
It's getting late. I should go. You should probably head home.
Open the door, Dio.
Good night.
She doesn't let the door shut.
Mei-Lin's
Come on.
toes in between.
Please get out.
No.
What is this?
I came here to say thank you. And apologize.
I didn't know you could do that.
I can. Are you going to let me in?
I haven't cleaned up in a while.
I don't give a shit.
Okay. You'll like open the door, and you'll just see like a bunch of clothes all over the place, a bunch of bottles and cans, and just a bunch of garbage. It's almost like hard to breathe in the room just because like the mildew.
I have come to realize since our last chat that what I carry is not guilt for your death. What I carry is guilt for your life as you are living it right now. I am uniquely understanding of the way that you are feeling right now. And we rushed you. And we asked you to do things that I knew better than anyone in that room would not be the right time for. What we needed to focus on was you, and we didn't. So I'm sorry.
Like holding back tears. There was more going on at the time, as in more stakes. Eleanor could have died.
Yeah, and you did. And I love Eleanor. But you were my friend, and I didn't care for you in the way that I should have.
Fine. It all worked out. In the long run, I guess.
She looks around the room. Does this feel like working out to you?
It was just a temper tantrum. It was a little more organized earlier.
This has been here for a while. I can smell it. This isn't a today thing or a yesterday thing.
Dio does like that panic thing and like kind of starts not really cleaning because no, but like moving things around a lot. I was never good at cleaning. There's always a spell for that, and I've been too distracted to try and do that.
Does that feel like working out to you?
I mean, I got a great job downstairs. It's working out. I mean, it's no perfect setup, but it's home. I mean, I got my pictures, and he like gestures to like little portraits of Balthazar and his kids, and then also Damascus and a couple other changeling people who you can assume are his family.
Where is Damascus?
He went home. I think I said it to Balthazar. I don't know if I ever. When I saw Lucian come out of the basement at the House of Light, holding the kid, I thought he maybe hurt you guys, so I was gonna hurt him, or try to. And then it didn't work. So a failed attack on the Emperor is, I think, high treason. I'm sure. So I figured I'd get my family gone back home.
You know that when I stepped in front of that bolt, it was to protect you, not to protect him. You didn't attack the Emperor, you attacked me.
No, I definitely tried to attack him.
It didn't work. And
yeah, because
you
a
didn't.
pregnant lady jumped in front.
Yeah.
Which is another reason I just don't think it's best that I like stay with you guys. Balthazar said it best. Something changed when I came back, and I'm not ready to.
Of course something changed. Everything has changed.
Yeah, I know, but in me, I don't know.
To expect something to not change in you would be ridiculous.
I would have never voted to kill a kid before. I don't know where that came from. I don't.
But it was what had to be done. And it's not a kid.
Has to be done doesn't mean it's right.
It has to be done because it is right, not because it's easy or feels good.
I'm a strong believer there's always another way, and that day I gave in to the easy excuse. The same thing I've been getting mad at Callus for.
Do you remember everything that occurred in the Shadowfell?
I remember
As
almost
it
none of
occurred.
it.
Okay. Let me remind you about one thing. In the Shadowfell, before we got in the fight with the cart and the prisoners and the people holding them, Oscar was speaking with their leader, or trying to. I was secretly unlocking the prisoners' chains, and Balthazar dropped a fireball on them. We were in negotiations, we were in diplomacy. It, granted, wasn't going well. But Balthazar, without speaking to any of us, set them all on fire. We all make decisions in the moment that we think are right. And even your best friend, and she gestures toward the picture on the wall, is not free from them. We do the best that we can in the moments that we have. No one is questioning your judgment.
I am.
We are our hardest critics. And if you weren't questioning it, you wouldn't have the opportunity to get better, to be better. And that's all that any of us can hope for.
I don't know what to say.
Right now, you are redefining who you are. I know that. You don't know who you're going to be yet. You can't know who you're going to be yet. It takes time. The person that I built is the person that you see. I was not the same person in the Feywild as I am here. And that change is permanent. You are in a far more moldable stage of that. You get to decide. So, try on everything and see what fits. If it doesn't fit, cast it off. That was not a slight on the number of clothes that are scattered all over the room, by the way.
They just don't fit anymore. It's stressful. I've been living in the same set of armor this whole time. It sucks. Glamour weave is only so much. It changes the looks, but not the smell.
I know an excellent tailor. Why don't I set you up there? On my tab.
I'm good. I appreciate May. I appreciate everything. I do. I get where you're coming from.
I think now you do, yeah.
I just don't know if I'm completely ready to accept it.
That'll come with time, too. And I'm not going to rush you anymore.
I don't know what to say.
I'll go. Just one last thing. To take the subject off of you for a moment.
Sure. Love that.
My husband is my responsibility and not yours. If you have issue with the things that he does, you can let me know. You can let him know. But do not threaten him again.
I don't threaten people, May.
You did. To me.
There's no threat. That was a guarantee. I appreciate
Okay.
everything you've done here. And I appreciate the place you're coming from.
I will not rush you, as I have said. I've said what I needed to say. Good night.
As Mei-Lin and Dio separate and return to their respective spaces,
Dio just like closes the door, goes to the bathroom, and starts crying in the shower.
can I have a wisdom saving throw from Callus, please?
No.
Oh,
Got him!
okay, alright. If you
The
say
DMs
no,
don't
darn.
want you to know this one
Alright.
trick.
That was your mistake. You asked, can you? No, you
Ah.
cannot.
Sorry, correct. Give me a wisdom saving throw!
Okay, yes, ma'am. 18.
Get it. I have to use the guns every time, guys. So I'll just keep those on standby. Callus, you're minding your own. Asleep in your bed. Might not be a restful sleep, probably tossing and turning. There's something that doesn't quite feel right. There's an itch in the back of your mind. Something behind your eyes. It's not quite pushing into headache territory. There's no pressure. It truly feels like an itch. Wake up and you get off and you go back to sleep. A little while later, a voice in your head. I didn't think you'd be sleeping alone.
Is this
Seem like the
Dio?
type. Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't really seem like the type for a lonely sleep. Especially with that yappy little chihuahua at your side.
I thought that after all the time that we had spent together, you'd know me by now. I've been by myself for quite a while.
Oh. If you consider yourself alone, then you should probably send your dogs back to the pound. I think we need to talk, Callus. It's been oh so long.
Speak.
Happened to you. who wander the sands, powerful and mighty. And now you sit at the side of a girl who makes the choices for you. What happened to individuality, Callus? I abandoned you for but a few months, and you're following someone else around? I think it's time you take back your power, Callus.
I'm a soldier. I follow orders. I've never once wanted to lead. I've never once wanted to be making the decisions. I've just wanted to live my life.
You play house has been quite fun for me. You know, May's getting awfully big. Pretty soon that babe will be on 2 feet. And I'm so excited to meet that precious little face. This like father, like daughter, right? I know you, I need to know her.
Hmm. No.
Oh. I've heard people these days consider no a full sentence, a complete answer. I'm not accepting an answer, Callus. I'm simply telling you. I look forward to meeting your daughter.
No.
Her and I will be very, very close.
I'm not afraid of you.
As you say, I'm not afraid of you. You start to sit up, Callus, and push yourself out of the bed. Maybe you instinctually reach to put a hand on your blade. And her voice is no longer just in your head. That in a chair across the room is not the form you've typically seen her in. There is a humanoid figure, a little bit plumper cheek, gray hair, gray facial hair, these striking eyes, and this all too familiar garb. Your pseudo-father Xander's form is sat in this chair, but what is different is from his eyes is this thick black ichor. On his throat, where Lucian had gone for decapitation, is bleeding black fluid. Looking at this face, Callus, I promise I will make it haunt your nightmares for the rest of time.
Thank you for letting me see him again. But you can't shake me.
What did he used to say to you? Oh, no, sorry. It was... Pick Time is running out, Callus. Cannot wait to see you again real soon. And as you blink and open your eyes, going for that last word, trying to get that last word in, the chair is empty. But the floor is drowned in black water. Everybody go ahead and take a long rest.
When May comes back, is there water in the house?
Yes, in the room there's like a big black liquid stain. A puddle.
I'll deal with that in the morning. It's been a long day.
Ah, it's a toothbrush. Where did you guys plan to meet the next day?
First of all, do we wake up to something smelling good in the kitchen? Is Rakesh
Just gonna
whipping?
say, Rakesh, what are you making for breakfast today?
So I'm gonna say I got my hand on some maple syrup. So and
How
it is
convenient.
quite rare. So because it is a season, I don't know.
Obviously, yes, maple syrup is seasonal in New Azure. You are correct.
And yeah, so I'm doing pancakes, bacon,
Works.
and
Go
yeah, a lot of things that's not good for the health, but quite tasty. Yeah, so
Piles
bacon
in.
bacon in maple syrup. Yeah. I have the word in English, but
You know,
in
pancakes,
French.
maple syrup, all the things. As everyone starts to pile out of their rooms, and Dio, you eventually walk in the front door, knowing you were to meet at the House of Light as early as possible. The lot of you are hit with this delicious smell. Fatty, crisp bacon frying on the stove, potatoes being baked in all means of animal fats, salt, pepper, there's spices galore. You see the cayenne and paprika plenty on the counter. Rakesh is there in his very
French
fresh
toast.
French toast, obviously the best breakfast food, no doubt. You see Rakesh there in his kiss the chef apron, flipping flapjacks. The Lucians, I went to the Feywild and all I got was this dumb apron hanging on the wall, and Rakesh just sitting there just flapping jacks and, you know, dealing up plates for everybody as they come in.
And when you come in, you can see that Rakesh has just put like meat on the wall to dry there. Yeah.
Full manners. There's whole rabbits, like rib racks, cuts of loin meat, all like cut up and ready for drying on the walls of the House of Light. Who is eating the food Rakesh cooks?
You're muted.
Yeah, probably.
All right, everybody, go ahead. Rakesh, go ahead and roll 2d8.
Want me to do it physically? Or?
However you want, baby.
When Callus walks in, he is wrapped, still in bandages, but he just looks like shit.
What
Yeah,
was
I
your
imagine
question?
before going downstairs there would be a conversation.
Fuck is a D8?
Diamond-y looking one.
It's a dice that's got 8 numbers on it.
Thank you, man.
It's 2d4s touching butts.
Oh yeah, there it is.
That's
I only
I
have
think
one.
that's what.
That's what it is.
Weird, man. My
So
D8.
4 and for a total of 7.
All of you get 7 temporary hit points.
Hell yeah.
Just ration packs.
Woo! Thanks, Rakesh.
All of you take 7 points of damage.
Yeah. The food is good, guys. That's the easiest way to put it. In the last weeks, your quality of life, whether in most areas has not improved, your food intake sure has. The day is young. What would you like to do, Pucks?
Yeah, first thing in the morning, May is reluctant to get out of bed because she knows what she has to deal with when she wakes up. So she rolls over and headbutts Callus. Good morning.
Morning.
Before I go deal with this, do you know what's on the floor?
Kind of.
What happened?
It, last night, when I was trying to sleep, Luna spoke to me. And then he sort of looks to the chair in the room, and made Xander appear, and then she was gone, and that was that.
What did she want?
She wanted to taunt me.
Into doing what?
Nothing. She was just taunting me. I think she was reminding me that she, from wherever she is, she's still got her hooks in me. She can still reach out to me and whatever.
Someone as powerful as she, couldn't she reach out to anyone?
Potentially. I don't know. She wanted me to start making decisions and taking action and we know how that goes.
Mm-hmm. And make decisions just fine. What is she meddling in?
I don't know.
Do you feel like she's still got hooks in you?
Yes. Like I said to you before, there was just a hole. It's like when she was pulled from my body, she took a piece of me with her.
that I'll rend her to pieces and take it back.
Not if I do first.
Not if we do together. I went to Lucien last night. We should all talk. I love you.
Go down in a bit.
God, it smells so fucking good.
As you make your way downstairs, everybody's there. Dio eventually rolls up. Food aplenty. It's just you guys in the House of Light with all of this food. Rosa, nowhere to be seen. There's no sound of in-firing ballistas at mailmen. It's oddly quiet, even in the chaotic streets. The soldiers not doing drills yet. You guys have a few moments to discuss your options. What are you guys doing?
I'm not discussing anything until Callus is downstairs.
I think,
It's after everyone's eaten, so
yeah, while eating, Balthazar looks a little tired. And I imagine before he went to bed, he used all of his 3rd level spells to keep casting haste on himself. And somewhere in the depths of the House of Light, there is a chalkboard with Crazy Man speak all over it, 'cause he's trying to get his brain to work quicker. And it's like drawing a load of scenarios. It's like, we do this, but then we die. Or we do this and it goes wrong and then we die. And it's just like trying to explain to everyone how it can go wrong in every different way.
I agree with you fully, Balthazar. I don't see a way that this goes great for us.
However, this bacon, sublime. Like, this is going great for me right now. I'm not even thinking about it anymore. I just want more.
There you go. Just put more into your.
And then the gods answer, yes, Rakesh, you're such a good man. Straight back
Yeah,
into
no,
me.
I'm good.
I don't see an option really. Like I said, that works out for us.
The only thing that I can add, if we're talking about ways of how to get places, I believe I now have the capability to take us anywhere in the world. I haven't tried it yet, though, so, you know, buyer beware.
Okay, but like, are we taking one of these deals? Are we doing this?
I don't know.
Sorry, I missed it. Did Callus come downstairs?
This is all happening after the after everyone's eaten, so he would be there already.
Okay. Sorry, choking. We might be able to do something different. She's not going to out Dio, so she's just going to say, I went to go see Lucien last night to understand what he actually wants out of this. And what he wants, and I believe him, is his sister, who is currently in the hands of Eclipse Knight, and Thaben. He's sending us on petty errands to prove a point, to humble us. We're capable of more than what he is asking us to do, and that is on purpose. if we can appeal to that, I think that we can get him to let us make this exchange, to go and fetch her in whatever way he sees fit, without having to explode a country to do it. He seems very cozy with Azure, I will say. It is troubling.
That definitely raises an eyebrow from Balthazar.
Didn't
I
you
think
guys
that
say
if-
he had an oath not to harm her, though?
He says that she has no oath not to harm him. And he says that he is not concerned that she will then turn around and conquer the continent with both pieces of the board weakened.
That really doesn't sound like him.
I know. So what I'm hoping to appeal to is not him. So it's a little bit difficult for me to thread that needle. But maybe with all of us there, I told him I'd come back today and either give him what we were deciding or try to continue to convince him to go for the end goal first. Avoid this altogether.
I mean, if we were to go and get, do we know how Lucian's sister is being treated in the Empire? Is she like Eclipse's ward or something, or is she just? We don't know.
You guys don't know much.
You
Fabian
know
told
that she's in care of a nanny because Eclipse is insane.
Yeah, and that's really it.
Like, if they want to have this girl, Eclipse and Theban, you think if we go and take her, you think they won't also retaliate?
They've already retaliated.
I know. But in their minds, they'll be like, right now, time to launch Blitzkrieg. I told you, the
Which
Empire...
is why I think... Yeah,
They're not in charge of the Empire.
no.
They seem to have a lot of influence.
A couple of nobles.
Which is why I think if Lucian agrees to this, we go straight to Theban.
You know Theban, he'll want a favor for a favor, so what's he going to ask? A child for a child. I see that face. I see that face.
I don't know. Obviously, I don't have your history with Theban.
Or with
But
Eclipse.
he seems like a rational guy.
Eclipse is not. And he seems to want to keep her happy.
Hmm.
For whatever reason.
What I'm meaning is...
Honestly,
this option, I agree with you. You know, if we can do this, then great. But I think it's still going to lead to further conflicts.
but not inter-city war.
No, maybe not.
A personal grudge is not the same.
Well, did he agree?
No. I
Well,
didn't say no either. So that's what we're going there today to find out. Do we know what we're doing if he does say no?
I don't want to fight his war.
I don't either.
I think I might be able to get us somewhere into the Empire. Problem is, I haven't been, so the accuracy may be a little squiffy.
I can tell you all you need to know about Quill. We have plenty from there, if that will help.
I will
Right,
definitely
yeah,
need something from there to help.
No problem.
Even then,
I have. Oh God. I have a ring from the Empire, like Maine, the big city.
Is that the place where they don't like magic? Isn't there a place in there that doesn't like magic?
It's not that they inherently don't like it; they just like to highly regulate it and decide whose uses it.
So I think poofing in there might be a bit
Yeah, maybe.
looked on poorly.
Probably shouldn't poof in there anyways.
no, but I mean, I could probably get us behind the wall. Then we walk.
Sure,
I don't know.
sure. It's not a bad idea. But what do we do once we're there? I
Well,
can tell you which missions I will not do.
I was going to say,
I will
looking
not
through the
carry
paper.
out an assassination, and I will not poison a food supply.
Poisoned our
That's a
water
little too
supply.
close to home for me.
Brought a plague unto
Can I
our
have
houses.
A wisdom saving
however,
throw. Sorry, from Rakesh.
Oh Jesus!
Yes.
I will, however, put chemicals in the water that'll turn the friggin' frogs gay.
I put chemicals in the water supply.
Turn the
I think
frickin' frogs
that's,
gay.
21 for Rakesh.
Continue.
Do I feel so? I'm gonna fight the air. I'm gonna. You see,
Attack.
like there's a fly.
Are you okay,
Nice,
Rakesh?
but wait, no, I think fly.
That's what happens when you start aging meat in a kitchen. That's
You
why people have
out of the
cold chests for them and dry storage.
out of the corner of your eye, Rakesh, just the faintest little glowing pink orb is seen. But you blink and it's gone just as fast.
I will not react.
Continue on.
Except like there's a fly.
Listen, I don't think there's a lot of options that are good options, because I agree with May. I don't think we can poison a water supply or a food storage, and I don't think we should assassinate anyone, frankly, but especially not what is implied to be a youth. If we must do one of these, I say we do the artifacts. They're the easiest to control in the sense that we have a chance to look at them before we have to give them to anyone.
I agree. If he doesn't go for the extract the sister plan, artifacts is the next I would do. Because, like, wouldn't it be
Again,
cool to
horrible
hold one of those
misuse
things?
of our skills. Okay, sure.
Like, come on, it's like a
Well,
thing
now
of the
we know where they
gods.
are. We can go back and get them at any time.
It's just crazy. Like, you know, to think to have one of those is insane.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
You know what's a
I've
bigger
seen them.
deal?
They're impressive.
These pancakes, my god.
Yeah, they're great. Rakesh, you're burning that flapjack, by the way.
No, don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
Callus, you've been awfully quiet.
Huh? What?
You've been awfully quiet. Do you have thoughts?
I'm a soldier. I'm whatever you'll decide on. From there.
Okay.
Why don't we go see what Lucian's decided? That might make things easier.
Agreed.
Can't hurt too much.
And I'm going through my... I spend the rest of the time on the way there going through my book to make sure that I can properly understand my new spell. And in case he has any technical questions, getting ready for a seminar, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm also going to sidle up with Balthazar on the way. We didn't get much out of him, but I want to prepare you
Okay.
that we know that he's had hands on this book for
Yeah.
quite some time, an exorbitant amount of time. I had hands on one of them for a week, and it wrecked me. He's had hands on this for more than a year. He's not the same. There's something wrong.
I thought that being the chosen of a god may have helped. I could tell it was bad juju. I could feel it was bad juju. I didn't want to touch it.
Yeah.
But I thought he would be protected. That's something I forgot to do. I was supposed to try and talk to Shah, and I forgot.
Oh, that would be great.
Tay, can I do that before we go? little
You
post-breakfast.
can find time to pray.
Post-breakfast amen instead. That's how we do it in Rotund. We pray after the food.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so
Yeah.
scarce that you gotta eat it first in case someone steals it.
You goddamn right we do.
As everyone goes to gather their things, kind of deciding that speaking to the council again is their final option. Balthazar, you find yourself wandering away while everyone else helps Rakesh clean up and tidy up. You find yourself stowed away in your room. It's dark enough. Closing the blinds. You're not a man to conform to organized religion much, and you don't practice as often as you probably should. Or someone who claims he worships the Lady of Loss, but you managed to scrounge up a couple of purple and black wax candles, a few small crystals carved into the shapes of moons and flat circular coins, and you get them all pulled out and laid in front of you. What does praying look like to Balthazar?
I don't know. I feel like he's one of those religious types, the majority, where they're like, they'll put it on a form, but they don't go on Sundays, and then they only pray when there's like a pregnancy scare or, you know, waiting an STI test to come back, and then it's fine, and then you just don't talk to them again. You're like, oh, it's okay, it's cool. You know, try to put it in his perspectives. So yeah, he puts it all down. Think he's read a book on it before. Tries to remember what's in the book, checks the book again, and then just now he's meta. Okay, like for realsies, this is the time. Let's talk. Homina.
Awooga.
Aruga.
Go ahead and make me a religion check.
Ho ho ho. Okay, 13.
Bitches.
13 plus religion. Oh, plus 6. God damn. 19.
What do you say?
Like this is like a really bad time. Okay, things seem weird. I think the last time we spoke, you said you haven't spoken to him. I thought it was because he was locked away, but now it doesn't feel like you're here anymore. So, what's going on? Is are you still helping him? Does he still talk to you? Did is this my fault? Did I make a really big mistake? I wait.
As you're sitting there knelt in the quiet, the weather outside is oddly beautiful. But that does not stop the breeze so strong crashing in through the windows that the shutters fly open. The gust so heavy that pillows and blankets come off the bed and begin to fly astray through the room. That every little particle of dust in your bedchamber sweeps up and is blown. You're getting it in your eyes, your mouth, you're pulling back, and a leather journal that you have got on your desk comes flying across the room and smacks you hard in the stomach before falling to the ground, pages fluttering open before you. And in what looks to be black ink, it simply says, "In silence lies the power to shape reality. Speak not and listen to the whispers of the void."
What? This is what I get for not doing my Hail Marys on Fleep. Okay. In silence. I'm gonna ask Nikki, because I know that she's written that down, to ping that over to me so I can study that for the next.
I didn't get it verbatim. I'm writing it as we speak.
And I'll take that on board, that she's deigned to respond to me. Much appreciated. And then yeah, we go on the walk.
Balthazar, as you begin to walk down the stairs, you see things you've never noticed before start to catch your eye. You look at a mirror for a brief moment, and you blink. It looks like in the finger smudges of the mirror, you just see words, and you stop. You're a curious mind. You stop to check it. It just reads, "To see through the veil of lies, one must first understand the darkness that surrounds them."
Okay. I start looking for more obscure objects. Like I go into Rakesh's empty teacup, try and put together his tea leaves into a word.
No word.
Yeah.
But you spend too much time staring at these leaves. And it looks like a rather large tree.
Does this tree remind me of any that I have seen before?
No, it's just a tree.
It's just a tree. Okay, I will make note to look for a tree and to figure out the darkness around me so I can see through the lies. Do I have detect magic on hand?
Yep.
Sort of. I have it as a ritual. So I will, throughout the day, I will just start randomly pinging off detect magic because I'm interpreting this as a literal scientist. And just, yeah. I don't know. See if I catch a hint of darkness.
As you take some time to ping off detect magic, particularly comes up.
Yeah.
At least not currently.
No, I'm just going to keep doing it at random throughout the day. But yeah.
It's not until you get nearby Rakesh,
Mm.
who's cleaning
good.
up dishes.
I'm good.
Remind me, Balthazar.
Mm.
Detect magic just gives you the school of magic, or does it give you specific incantations and items? It's been a minute.
You can sense when magic is around you.
School.
You can use a faint aura, visible creature or object that bears magic. You learn at school.
Is concentrated aura of divination magic around Rakesh?
Like someone's trying to see him, like peer into his mind.
Don't know if he's
I'm-
trying, but you know there's divination magic.
Rakesh, do you feel strange at all today? Have you, you feel
I-
weird?
No, I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. You don't feel like someone is trying to rip open your skull and see what's inside?
No.
Okay, this is just like normal questions that I ask everyone on a morning.
Yeah, I guess that you don't ask this to the first person you see today.
Yeah, being me, I'm gonna keep an eye out round Rakesh.
You silly goose.
Me silly goose. I don't have many other helpful spells prepared today because I've prepped myself for war, sort of.
All right. Seems a little extreme, but I trust you.
Yeah.
All right. As everyone gathers their goods, is there anything else you'd like to do before we make our way back to the castle?
Nope. Not Dio.
I'm on mute. Does Balthazar share that information with May while she's talking about him being weird?
What information?
From Shar?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, again, as a scientist, the more you include people in the conversation, the more perspectives you get on this, and you may be thinking too literal. You may not be seeing the shadow of lies for what it truly is, which is a web. A web in Rosa's room where she's been conducting everything, the little snake.
He's building a crib. Leave her alone.
She drank all my
Crib
wine.
of lies.
Yes. It's the darkness.
Crib of lies and deceit.
It was always
To
Rosa.
foster a baby of pure evil.
I give a little extra money to Rosa on the way out to just be like, can you order some carpet cleaning supplies? I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I just need it here.
She nods, and Balthazar, you're starting to think you're losing it.
Hmm.
As Rosa walks away, the little trails that her feet leave and like the bits of dirt in the ground, you think it just simply reads, "Suffering is the key that unlocks the mysteries of existence."
I knew it. It's all Rosa. It all comes back to Rosa. Suffering is the key. Suffering is the key. Okay, we need to make someone suffer. I looked at Rakesh. And then I remember he made me a beautiful breakfast. So I can't do that.
And he
I'm good at
just
suffering.
when you look at Rakesh, he look you back and smooch you in the hair. Like,
Yeah, maybe this is Ilmater. This is all good stuff, guys. Ilmater's here with us.
I'm really good at suffering. I've got a god devoted to.
Oh, yeah!
All about it.
The literal suffrage. Okay, Callus, you are not going to believe what my god has for you. Suffering.
Find out!
Star's got a great
Oh,
offer for you. You
no!
can fit so much devotion in this thing.
Lucian's
You
attempts.
guys
Yo.
just-
Dio would probably share that at last night. He would reveal that he was with Mei as well, and he would share that that Lucian had like removed all iconography from Shar from the castle and himself.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely a problem.
So, are you 100% positive that who you were communing with was Shar?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. She's like real cryptic with me. She doesn't really talk to me in that way. I think it's because I don't, really drink from the Kool-Aid as much, or the Fresca.
A lot of gods will only speak directly to chosen.
Yeah.
The rest of
So,
them just get vague nuances.
I've opened myself up to receiving these messages before, and people show up who I do not expect. I hear the void. I know Lucian has the book, and now know that he has removed all iconography from his castle. Who has he replaced her with?
Himself.
I'm not so sure about that.
And Vecna. That's what the book's connected to, isn't it?
And by proximity, the void is as well. Listen to the whispers of the void. Is the void speaking through him?
Maybe that's Shar trying to tell us the void has information we can use. Maybe she's, hate to say it, suggesting that the void might be an ally.
I don't think she's talking about the literal void. I think she means like a void, because she deals in darkness and absence, the void. I think it's just unfortunate that one of these creepy things shares the same name as something so abstract.
I mean, they all do.
I'll keep trying to talk to her.
I think that's best.
She sumoed me once, so we have a relationship.
I depend on your insight, Balthazar, when we're in there. Keep your eyes open. See if you can tell something about him.
Okay.
And however I can help you, I will.
What spells do I have prepared today?
Mind Link goes up with I have to choose 4, so it's the 4 of them. And I'm here as well.
Not a great lot for helping in social situations.
When you said I'm here as well, did that go to everyone or just him?
Everyone.
Okay. I don't know how it really works, but I don't know if I use my ring of mind shielding, if it just feels like that you've hit a wall.
I don't think. Hang on, because it's an class action. So it's not a spell.
But
Ring of Mind Shielding,
yeah.
I think, would block it off.
It just can't. Wearing it means that people can only telepathically communicate with me if I let them.
Yeah.
Can we establish? I can do it again. But she doesn't want to say what he's doing, because I imagine she's got an idea. But she just kind of looks at Callus like, please?
Alright.
So she sets up another one. And I'll mark off a side eye
Oh,
for that. 'Cause
God.
that's my second one. What?
Nothing. I'll get back to you. That's Buck, not Dio.
Okay.
Well, while everyone here ponders information and the group begins to slowly set up mind links and make their way to the castle, we're gonna take a 5. I gotta pee. That's just how
Yeah.
it goes.
Pee time.
When the DM has to pee, the game goes on pause. This is
Pee.
just the way the world works.
Piss.
We'll be right back.
I'm a bird.
It's a girl!
There we go.
We're back. Did you miss us? Yes.
Nope.
Okay, good. Oh. Okay.
missed
Well,
us.
Hi.
game over, guys. We weren't
I'm leaving,
missed.
everyone.
I'll see you later.
Dio and Buck is also leaving.
Anyways, we're back.
D-
Just jokes.
D-
So, as the collective, you slowly make your way to the Crystalline Palace at the north side of the city. Balthazar, you continue to muse over the things you've heard or read. You're not sure why you're seeing these or how you're seeing these, but they don't stop.
Oh no.
You keep going and going and going. Some of them just keep repeating the same 3 or 4 lines. But it's not until you walk past the Twisted Lace Apothecary. This building has no meaning to you.
Mm.
It's just another store. But in the boarded up, door closed windows, you see little scratches in the wood. The uninvited walk among us, their footsteps yet unheard.
What's up, Balthazar?
I feel like he's beautiful minding all over the place.
Yeah, you're making your head's going every angle. What's going on?
Yeah, especially because everyone knows he's sober, so this is something to pay attention.
Yeah, when you're sober tweaking.
Do you see the wood? You see the words in the wood?
What am I looking for?
Uh,
Do I see words in wood?
Make a perception check for me.
I'm not as smart as you, Balthazar, so bear with me here.
hey, this isn't smarts. This is like me going crazy.
It's a good thing that perception's not intelligence. For some reason, I thought it was. That's a 24, Taylor.
You see absolutely nothing, Dio. Just the
Dog, there's-
knots and
dog, there's
acorn
nothing
holes in
there.
the wood.
Okay.
What are you seeing? What's the words? What are you seeing?
I think that Char's trying to tell me something. I think she's struggling to break through here. I don't know. I keep seeing these little
The
words.
I can help you. I've studied Char's doctrine before. I can help.
There's been lots of vague talk since before I left, but I need to look through the lies in the shadow. I need to see through the void. The uninvited walk among us. I think there's something.
Uninvited?
Yeah, uninvited.
Oh, okay. That reminds me of something. Dio like starts humming. You said uninvited.
Mm.
You've now said void and darkness.
Mm.
Those are names of the Eldritch Horrors. I thought I was nuts pointing it out earlier that they all had weird names, but then something like pinged in my head. just a little ding that filled me in that maybe I was on the right track. I just needed like an extra step to figure out how I'd engage
So when I
in
said it, that wasn't enough of an extra step?
No.
Good to know.
It didn't click when you said it. It didn't.
It didn't click
Like,
until
it's-
your friend starts beautiful minding all over the place.
Yeah. So there's the darkness, there's the uninvited, the void, the weird, the... What's the other one, Oh, she's gone. but there's a poem. There's a poem about the 9, and it talks about them.
I imagine it's silence, right? It's silence.
Taylor,
I feel like
the last.
It doesn't have
Taylor.
things in.
I feel like one of the messages said something about silence as well.
I don't think it's silence. Taylor, help me out here. It's the darkness, the uninvited, the void, the weird,
Endless.
and the endless.
I don't think I've had weird or endless yet.
No, but the silence, the darkness in the poem talks about making sure that people never spoke again. So silence is connected to darkness. The uninvited is just known for just being there without permission. Obviously. And it's a long poem, so Buck's not physically gonna read it to everyone, but Dio will, and I will share it.
Can he do it in song? As a
Yeah,
bard?
Dio will do it
Come
in
on.
song.
Yeah.
Dio will do it in song.
Break it down
Now
for
people
like
have to
an
read it.
educational rap.
Yeah,
Like you're really
Now I have to
pandering to
read
the
it.
kids.
I would, Taylor, but the cadence feels very off to me when I tried to read it, and it's fucking with me. I don't know the timing that I'm supposed to read it in.
It's just more like lines. Like there's no timing or anything.
Well, it's gonna be in handouts.
Okay, let me have a look.
Handouts.
There's a lot of stuff about.
For the sake of dead air.
Mm,
We had this in a storybook.
And
It's a.
I've just found it. So
Yeah.
So it's a big one.
Ooh,
But it
throwback
talks about-
Thursday.
It talks about the entire 9. It talks about everything. Mom used to read
I
it
have-
to me.
May pulls a book out of her bag.
I was gonna say this is in May's inventory. This book's
It
been there
is.
from like
me.
single-digit sessions.
That's why I started saying it, and then nobody told me that I know anything.
I can't believe this
Those
book
are
about
just
eldritch
better.
horrors and stuff has little love hearts over all the eyes. That's wild.
You know,
So May pulls this book out of her bag of holding.
Dio, it's like a flashback. Like it's like
The
you haven't
kid's
seen
book.
one of these in a minute.
Lift the flap. Founding 9 book.
That's a very big, popular book. That's weird. Okay. What if Char's talking about just the horrors in general?
what if she's talking about the ones that are already here?
I mean, if you believe the myths and fairy tales, that they're all here.
No, I mean
They're
like
locked away, or we're locked away.
Yeah, were.
Maybe I
is the
should
key
get on a
word.
call with Neopythos.
no, I mean like the ones that are here in New Azure.
Yeah,
I don't mean on the material plane,
yeah.
because the void has been fucking
Well,
with us
maybe
for a
not in
long
New Az-
time.
Maybe not in New Azure, but maybe here. They're not supposed to be here. They're supposed to be locked away. So maybe the ones that are free. They don't necessarily have to be here. Maybe this is the project that Alenora does not know about.
Something's really wrong. And it must be,
I'm not.
because she would not be telling me this if everything was good.
I'm not an expert on this stuff, obviously. I just know it's a fairy tale. But that lady at the council said that the 9 reincarnate. So, and I know there was a Hall of the 9 in the Feywild.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a. Taylor, do I know if the Hall of 9 is like a memorial, like a in honor of thing, or do I know if it's like that's where the modern incarnations of the 9 live?
Column A, a little bit of column B. You know that there are 3 tables of 9 at any given time. One in the Fae, one in the Shadowfell, and one on the material plane. The Fae realm is like the most anchored and most accessible because that's where their after creation domain is. The other 2 tables are used when there is a requirement for the table of 9 to go to a different hall. There's only one like order of 9, like there's only one group of 9 representing the founding 9 at any time. But there are 3 tables of them. The one in the Feywild, you know, it's like a memorial slash like a chamber, like a meeting chamber. It's like a multi-use community space.
But the people that reside there, are they the incarnations of the 9,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
are they just like? Okay.
Yeah, they're the incarnations, they're the tribunal.
I share that information. I cast exposition.
Yeah.
Well, while we continue, I'm just going to keep seeing. I'll let you know if I see any more weird messages, but so far I think she's talked about 3 of the 5. So, I don't know. I'll let you know if I see any more.
As you guys approach the castle, the bridge is brought down for you, and waiting. As the bridge is brought down, waiting for you is Paige. She looks exhausted, like she slept but did not sleep well. It was almost like it was a forced sleep, like she was told she had to sleep. Welcome back, friends. Galara is waiting for you upstairs.
Page by page.
Page the page, page.
Galara, Scoutmaster Eyes of the Brush.
We need to speak with the Emperor first. He's supposed to be speaking with us.
I think you perhaps misunderstood. Galara is in charge of the missions that you were offered.
I'll wait for him.
He's not here, so you'll be waiting some time, but if you would like to wait, you can.
Where did he go?
I'm not privy to that information.
Where's Eleonora?
She did not return last night, so I'm not sure.
May's, like, ready to go. May's ready to leave.
I think that means his decision was made.
We have to go find Eleonora.
You're cutting out a little bit, Buck.
I'm asking why.
Oh. Because I know that she goes out by herself. To get out, but maybe something happened to her. She wouldn't not come back.
I look at page the
Well,
page.
maybe.
Like, you wouldn't, like, let the Empress just walk around by herself? She has guards, right?
She is a very powerful woman.
So that's a.
Go where she pleases.
But you wouldn't send
Just because she has guards does not mean she can't avoid them.
an esc. Oh. Hmm.
She goes out to be alone, Balthazar.
Mm-hmm. I thought after what just happened with New Azure, people would be more careful.
So may I escort you up to the garden room then?
May looks panicked.
Yeah, I think that's best. Thanks, Paige.
Anytime.
Did
and
Eleanor
she'll be in-
mention where she was going the first time when she left?
No, she did not. To be honest, I don't really tend to her needs much. I'm more dedicated to Lucian.
Does anyone still have a sending stone to Eleonora?
Yes.
I've got one.
Let's try that.
We'll just call her.
Yeah.
Well, I got her phone number. Just text her.
That's
Hey,
assuming
girl,
she
where you
takes
at?
her phone on her I want to be alone walk.
I would. How else are you gonna play Flappy Bird?
Flappy Bird.
Nope, nobody's good try.
He just holds out the sending stone for someone else.
I just grab it. I go, hey Eleonora, it's Dio. We're just doing like a health and wellness check. Beep boop. That was Dio Priest. I was the changeling that became a drow after I died fighting Vecna. Beep boop.
There's a little bit of a pause before you get any sort of reply.
I'm like the friend of Balthazar's. I was like the white guy who was really pasty with the long hair. I'm a friend.
The reply is brief. Thank you for checking in, Dio. I have some things to tend to, and I will return at my earliest convenience.
Are you safe?
Beep boop.
Yes.
Beep boop.
Inside check.
If you're not safe, use the code word you and me have previously established.
I promise
It's a
you,
test.
Dio, I am very safe.
It's a test because we've never established a code word. If she tries to say a code word, we know she's not okay. Again, can I get that code word from you?
We don't have a code word, Dio.
Just checking. We should get one. And I hand it back to
24.
Callus. She's good.
Insight, there's nothing to lead her to sound distressed or anything. She sounds fine.
She's just probably on a girly pop cigar walk.
She's a skinwalker now. Fucking hell.
He just assumes the worst immediately.
Yeah.
Why can't Eleanor just go on like a hot girl walk and go get like McDonald's and smoke a big cigar?
Because when we go on our hot girl walks, we come home. At the end
Not
of the
always.
hot girl walk.
Sometime the hot girl walk takes you to like
Excuse
I don't know,
me.
Paris.
Excuse me, I know. We have
Listen.
to come home.
I mean, she has just
I've gone
lost
on
a
2-day
baby.
long hot girl walks.
All I'm saying, she has just lost a baby. She might be a little bit more distant than usual.
And so we're walking up, I assume, this whole time anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May is in her head like, I need to check her legs. I need to check her legs. I need to check her legs. She's a skinwalker. I need to check her legs.
As you make your way upstairs, it's very empty. There's no people in the hallway. There's not a lot of people around, but when you guys get there, Valara's just sitting at the table. Hello, friends. Thank you for joining us.
Is she the rodent lady?
Yeah.
The Haragon, yes.
Yeah.
Rat person.
Rat person.
Garbage person.
Prey.
The one that May thinks is the secret agent, is the double agent.
The one Dio thinks replaced May's job.
I see
Hi,
you've decided to
Solaris.
come.
Yeah, she said come.
Come.
Fucking loser.
How many dick jokes
Yeah.
can we fit into this talk?
Better to come in the sink than to sink in the cum.
Debatable.
We're here.
We came.
Well, I'm glad you came. What did you decide?
I'm glad too.
You have to work with haste and there's no time to mess about.
Don't worry, I always come early.
I think continue.
We've looked through your propositions.
Yes.
I think a few of them definitely stood out to us as maybe not in our purview.
Interesting. I was under the impression you were folks of action, and there was
Yeah,
nothing
I'm
you
not
wouldn't do
I'm
for
not
the
like
greater
a
good.
I'm not like a poison the water supply kind of greater action.
Interesting.
Because, that's a coward's technique. But each to their own. You're awfully judgmental for someone asking for help.
I'm not the one asking for help. I'm just the facilitator.
How about we remember that then?
Whatever jobs we don't take, they just get left undone. No one does them.
No, there's just going to be some prioritizing and planning on our side. I have a secondary team on standby that will take whatever's left. It was just expressed to me that you were the trusted five, and I should give you first pick of the litter, so to speak.
I think we all agree, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't intend to speak for the full group. I believe if we're going to take one of these, we've decided on the artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm popping out an echo behind her.
Okay.
It's the one that we have the least moral objections to, I think.
Okay, and what is your timeline for completion then?
When we get to it, really.
I think we need something a little more firm before we can agree to
If you're
put you in
this,
the
if
dock.
you're some perfect scoutmaster, you must understand the uncertainty of this entire mission, the unguaranteed output. We have to cross borders into territory that you've created hostile. We have to locate these objects. There's so much we have to do. And I'll remind you, most of us aren't soldiers.
That hesitation when I was told you were the team the Empress wanted.
Yeah, I play the ukulele. Let's remember that whenever we're thinking about blowing up water supplies and assassinating teenage dictators. Okay?
Dictators.
You?
So if you have a problem you'd like to erect, I'll take it head on. Because no matter what problems you face me with, I will handle them. With 2 hands.
Yeah, you will.
But I'm not a fighter. I prefer to use my mouth to solve these problems.
Stop it.
Oh. She looks at you.
Now, do you have a problem with me using my mouth instead of my fists? Madam.
However you use your mouth and fist is up to you in your free time.
I regret
I will
making
not-
the initial joke.
I will not get myself involved. However, if you plan to aid us in an official capacity, we have protocols and standards we need to follow. And we need a timeline so we know that when you're not back when you say you're going to be back, we can send a group for retrieval or a second attempt.
With all due respect, we're not exactly the protocols and procedures type. That's why Alanora wanted us.
Oh. She wanted you because she could trust you.
A month? I don't know. Look, it's a
Don't
box.
the jobs have timelines on them?
It's a box ticking exercise. Let's
Gareth
just like,
said unknown.
let's just filling a date, like like a
Okay,
month,
A year. Let's go.
a year.
We got a year.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got a year to do it.
yeah. Fuck it. Yeah,
15 years.
76 flumps.
We will get these artifacts to you by the 95th.
I promise you, by the time that
fleet.
everyone turns to dust, we will have the artifacts.
I guarantee you we'll have the artifacts by the time we get our hands on them.
Let me make this clear.
Oh my god, she's still talking. And Dio like walks away.
If you're not interested in aiding, then you can leave now.
The other one's for 6 months. Why not just put a 6-month timeline on it and stop lollygagging? Make some
If that's
decisions. We're the contractors. You are the holder of the mission. Make decisions, and we'll follow them.
Boom.
The
Yeah.
I was making decisions, you would not be here.
Oh,
You're asking us to put a timeline on something that we don't know what it is, where it is, how to get it, what we're going to have to go through to get it, so that's it's not going to work like that.
look, this is getting us nowhere. How about this? Okay, I can talk to you in your mind. Okay, I will talk to you once a week, and if you go a week without hearing from me, we've all died, and you can send a second team. How about that?
I take that to compromise.
Okay, cool. Let's. I'm looking.
God. Also, who the fuck let me talk that long?
I'm looking in
The
some.
fact that May is currently rifling through shit.
Yeah, I'm looking in some
So
discarded
is this
candle
her
wax
desk?
for more weird signs. Given up. Uh,
What were you
Is
doing?
this
Sorry,
her
guys?
desk, or are they in a meeting room?
No, they're in the garden. You guys are in the garden room, like the big conference room. You're almost
Big
always
conference
brought to.
Okay. What is she wearing?
Very like it's a high neck, sleeveless, almost like jumper. Zipper down the front, little hole in the back for her tail, small utility belt.
What's she wearing for
Yep.
shoes?
Just like black combat boots.
I don't know
Jumper
why.
tucked in.
Yeah.
She's looking for markings, identifiers, anything that would give her an idea of. Does she have a rabbit tail, or does she have like a mouse tail?
Oh, a rabbit tail. She's a Haragon.
Looking for any sigils, any, like, I'll cast Mage Hand and go through pockets if I have to. But looking for anything on this woman that will give me an idea of who she is.
At first glance, there's nothing. No iconography, no emblems, no necklaces, no jewelry. She's very plain and tactical.
What does she have on her person for stuff?
There's a small utility belt that has two little pouches.
Are they
And
snap
that's really
shut?
it. Like little drawstring pouches.
Okay. I am going to ready dropping it. But while she's talking and while Dio is going, I am loosening the drawstring pouch.
Take a sleight of hand check.
Do I get advantage because I'm stealthing?
Or
Take a
could
stealth
I
check
give-
first.
Could I make the
Alright.
help action? Because I'm being very loud and obnoxious.
Sure. So let's make the stealth check first.
Yeah.
Alright, my stealth check is a 27.
Alright, and then I'll give you sleight of hand with advantage.
My sleight of hand with advantage is that 36?
Jesus.
Sorry, 35.
Jesus.
Yeah, you start loosening the drawstring bags.
Can you call me?
Going through them, there's not much. One is literally a pouch of trail mix. And the
No, I lied,
second
it's a
has
25. I can't count.
that's okay. Math
Sorry.
is hard. One is literally a pouch of trail mix.
Okay.
And the other is like a pouch of dust.
I'm gonna take some of it. Just put it in the mage hand. My mage hand is invisible. But the dust isn't. So I'll just keep it like under something until we're about to leave, and then I'll have it come up and go in my pocket.
Anything else?
No, I think after Balthazar comes to that decision with her about the 1 week's check-ins, I think that's it.
Make it clear. You do not have to help. If you do not want to help, we will find another team. You are more
be
than welcome
outside.
to leave.
Wouldn't you like that? Why don't we go?
Like, when do you plan on leaving?
You'll hear
As
from
soon as we get
Balthazar.
our personal situation sorted.
I'll send you a brain message.
We'll follow that up with the Emperor. Hopefully it will suffice. And she exits the room, now leaving just the 5 of you in the room altogether.
May takes out a little satchel and dumps the dust into it and hands it to Balthazar. Can you tell me what that is?
I can have a look. Maybe when we leave.
Later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe.
Do I notice any more crazy messages while we're walking back?
Go ahead and make go ahead and just make me an investigation check.
Oh fuck! Natural 20, 31. That's where
Oh.
I lose my natural 20 for the session. Goddamn.
I'm sure that's helpful eventually. Yeah, it's a very this one, Balthazar, as you're kind of just looking around the room, you find yourself looking at the lights.
Mm.
The hanging chandelier above you, adorned with arcane orbs. You stare at them a little too long, and your eyes start to like get a little blurry and unfocused. And as you're blinking, the eyes kind of white and hazy. Lost in the labyrinth of forever. Endless echoes whisper. Their haunting never ends.
I'm like creepily repeating that out loud as I read it.
Endless.
Are you okay?
What everything is talking to me, Rakesh. It's been a long day. I'm going to. Well, this is when I would go and get drunk, and I'm not going to do that. So I'll have to.
That's a great idea.
I'll have to find
Here, I
something
have
else
some-
to do.
You weird.
Callus, you feel a pressure on your head. Like someone's trying to contact you.
Yeah.
It's me. Hi. It's been 5 days now. I'm supposed to give you a scroll.
Is this the goblin?
Your little goblin. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's your homegirl. Your
Sure.
bestie. Your personal best friend.
Sure, I'll be there at some point.
Okay, I won't eat it, I promise.
Why would you?
What a
eat
weird
this
thing to
scroll?
have to promise.
It just kind of smells good.
Is
Smells
this
like
Rosa or
barbecue.
somebody different?
It's Rosa.
Okay.
Kind of smells like barbecue.
If you keep on talking, I will just force you out of my head again.
I just wanted to. And then it cuts off right there. You guys make your way immediately out of the castle?
No.
Geo does. Oh.
Did I see the book in his room?
No.
Okay. Then yes. Then yes.
It's like stuck with him, right?
As you guys make your way outside, the streets are busy. You see handfuls of soldiers making their way outside of the city walls. What's your guys' plan?
I'm going to the bar to pack up and also get a little drunk. unless someone else has something we have to do.
Callus has something he wants to do. But we'll do that later.
I mean, if we're getting ready to go, I don't know, I might do one last trip around magic shops for supplies. See if there's any cool scrolls about. Other than that,
Okay. Callus would ask May if he could get her ear cuff sending.
Of course.
I'll be back.
Alright, so starting at the top, and I'll work my way down. Final preparations in the city before you guys head out. Theo, anything?
I'm gonna go explain to my employer that I'm not gonna be there for the next while. And that I would like all my vacation pay.
Roll a persuasion check.
Best friends.
Okay, so I rolled a 3, but I can't roll less than a 10.
Hey.
So 10 plus 16 is 26.
so it's,
I hate bards.
so it's always minimum of 26, so just remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime you ask me for a persuasion, just note, does 26 beat it?
Passive
There's-
persuasion.
Yeah, of course. We'll give you your yeah, and they start like rifling through their safe
Yeah,
box.
it was under the contract that my manager negotiated with you.
Yeah, and they start like panicking, not sure what contract you're talking about, but they pull out 150 gold and just like slide it across the counter to you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I gotta thank Thaben. He really hooked a brother up. And I go upstairs to pack my stuff, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna be living in one outfit again. So I just throw all the rest of the clothes and everything in garbage bags.
Mhm.
And then I use the hat of the plane walker to open a portal to... do I have the fire plane? Why do I think I have the fire plane?
We do.
Yeah, I open it to the... Actually, I open it to Karsarai. And I just throw all my garbage into
Oh no, it might be the
Karsarai.
plate of the wave, not the fire plane.
Yeah, I don't want to pollute the ocean. I'll just throw it into the Karsarai.
Good. Excellent, Dio. Anything from Balthazar?
Yeah, I'll head home. I'll head back to the Navy Rose and do some prep. Like I say, get some magical ingredients. Check around for any scrolls.
Is there any components you specifically need?
I need to remember what my components are. What's in my spell pouch? I don't know, like high quality inks and paper, magical chalks. I guess fancy gems, just in case. I don't think a lot of my stuff.
Acorn.
I don't think a lot of my stuff needs. What does teleport need? Nothing. Nice.
A token of where you're from or where you're going.
Well, that helps. I mean, if I've been there before, I can just bamf, and it's great. But an associated object really helps. So, but I don't actually need anything to cast it. Yeah. Other than that, I'm okay. So, like I say, I'll get bits. Go see the kids, and then maybe pop over to Dio's and see if he wants to come and see the kids before he goes.
Okay. Go. So as you get into the shop, you start going through the list of like things they have in store.
Mm.
A lot of weaponry, potion supplies, things like that. Start looking through the selection of scrolls. It's not empty. It's pretty full actually.
Mm.
So your first levels, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Alarm, Burning Hands, Charm Person. Disguise Self, Expeditious Retreat, False Life. Any of those sound like you want?
No, I'm okay.
Second levels are Alter Self, Blur, Cloud of Daggers, and Dark Vision.
Might pick up Alter Self.
Okay, I'll put that on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Third levels, you've got Clairvoyance, Fear, and Arcane Eye. Sorry, Clairvoyance and Fear.
Nah.
Fourth, Arcane Eye, Conjure Minor Elementals.
Nah.
Fifth, a little bit of a bigger selection. Animate Objects, Cloud Kill, Cone of Cold, and Conjure Elemental.
Kind of cold.
You have Chain Lightning, Arcane Gate, Contingency.
Oh. I don't. No, I don't think I'll need those. I think I'm okay
Level
with it.
7,
Mm-hmm.
Force Cage.
Ooh.
And then you get to the last scroll of the pile. And this spell starts to almost turn your stomach. It's the Finger of Death incantation.
Oh.
It's... You know it's a powerful spell. You have first-hand witness, seen what this can do. But at the same time, are you comfortable casting what killed your best friend?
No, but you can bet your ass I'm going to read through it again to make sure I don't fuck up the counter spell. In case it ever happens again.
Don't jinx
Alright.
it.
Give it to me. I am normal and can be trusted with it.
Obviously.
Don't worry about it.
Give it to Dio. Dio wants to start casting it on other people so they know how he feels. Next time Mage says, I know how you feel, you'll be like, now you do, and then pff.
I think Alter Self, Cone of Cold, Force Cage. Oh no, I already have Force Cage. I had it in that other spell book.
You have the
Okay, geez, nuts.
I think
So
it's
just Alter Self?
Alter Self and Cone of Cold.
Okay.
Yeah, Force Cage is
Um,
7th level, so I couldn't copy it until now.
As you get up to the counter to pay, the older individual behind you kind of starts smiling and chuckling. Are you here for this just a scroll? Do you need anything else, dearie?
Like ingredients, powders, magical chalks, paper, ink, any...
Well, I can give you a starter's pack if you like. It's
Okay.
got a little bit of everything in it.
Okay.
No, you don't want?
Yeah. Throw it on there. Come on.
Oh. She pulls out like 5 sheets of paper, 1 ounce of ink,
Fast
a
haste
single
on her.
stick of
Make her
chalk.
work faster.
You know what? You're right. I cast haste on her.
Do you really?
No. No, she'll do it
Who
wrong.
knows with you
You
guys?
You just force a line of cocaine under her nose.
Literally. um. She starts pulling them out. She goes, "This is an awfully powerful spell you're picking up here, love." And she like looks at Alt herself and just chuckles.
Look, okay, I don't have time to like look at it myself. Okay, rude.
I'm just saying,
Actually,
there
give me that
must
one.
be a
Points at finger of death.
you must be very strong.
Also, why is Finger of Death being sold in the commercial market?
Question it.
Hey, we don't need
Like to
background
know.
checks over here. Okay, you need to defend your own property. Sometimes you need a finger of death. I don't want
Yeah,
you
my bad.
government bodies coming up here trying to take away my finger of death. What do you mean regulate?
My right to bear finger.
My right to bear finger extends beyond the
Right to bear
confines of your
finger
morality.
arms.
Oof, my right to finger arms. She looks at you and goes, "You know, if you're a really powerful wizard, I have a spell you should take with you.
Okay.
It's super strong. I don't know if you can handle it."
Shut up, bitch. Give me the potion.
What is it?
She looks around. And she pulls a box out from under her desk, slides it forward, and opens it. This is a spell that only strong and true wizards can read.
Cast enhance ability on yourself and give yourself some muscles.
Jesus Christ.
I'm strong.
If you want
It's
to
blank.
take it with
It's
you,
blank.
it will only be 100 gold.
The scroll of the dragon warrior.
Tell me what it is first.
It
Come
just
on.
says scroll of plate.
You know how business works. Come on.
I've never been able to read it.
Why don't you let me read it and then I can figure out if it's worth 100 gold or not?
I'll give it to you for free if you like.
Okay.
Blank.
It's cursed. It's cursed.
When the DM really wants to give you a cursed object, but you're not taking it. No, no, it's not worth
It's
any
free.
money. It's
It's free.
garbage.
Have it,
Please
yeah.
take it.
Rude.
It's not a bomb, I promise.
I consider it my gift to you.
Okay.
You sure you can't cast haste on her? Fucking
I'm gonna cast
She
some on
pulls
her
out
in a
the
minute.
Scroll from the box and
The
passes
old lady
it to
that
you.
Dio pushed over at the bank.
Yes.
I don't feel bad about it anymore.
All right, dear. For just this spell, and she points to the altar's health, you're getting this freebie, and then plus this pack, 125 gold.
Okay, plus the cone of cold.
Oh, you still want that?
Yes!
Like, turns around to get
My god!
off the shelf.
I'm
So
gonna
remember
kill
how we
Balthazar.
don't remember how we don't want Callus to kill people?
Mm.
Callus
Well-
kicks in the
Can
door
we
and
please
it's
stop?
He's murdering shopkeepers for no reason. Let's
125
just go.
gold.
Okay, I pay her.
I think Dio would understand this one.
He starts counting. 1,125?
Shut your fucking mouth.
Callus kicks in the door and just like,
Thank you for your purchase, sir.
I'm just gonna put her to sleep. Put her to sleep. Make her go
Oh my
night-night.
god.
dude, fuck, put her to sleep. Blow her up with a fireball.
Alright, you are now the owner of those 3 scrolls.
What'd you get, Balthazar? What'd you get?
Yeah, let me see this goddamn scroll that she's been teasing my dick with.
Do you
It's
speak Dwarven?
I can comprehend languages to read it.
If you want to cast Comprehend Languages, you sure can.
I leave, I go outside, I go around the corner, I spend 10 minutes to cast comprehend languages and look at the fucking scroll.
It says plate summons on it.
What the fuck does that mean?
Someone, it's the scroll of plate. You can cast summon plate.
It summons a plate.
It
if you can
summons-
believe it.
I
And a
walk,
fork and a knife.
I walk back into that shop and I cast Modify Memory on this woman.
I like
For
today.
real?
Fucking 100%. Summon goddamn plate, dwarvish, you son of a bitch.
It says plate summons on it and then has an incantation.
Mm-hmm. She used to make me a wisdom
Cast
saving
a
throw.
summon plate, but it's just been mislabeled.
Nikki, anything due before you want to leave town?
Yeah, I've got a few things to do.
Okay, list them off.
Post office, bank, store. I'll message you what I'm getting. And I need to check in at the Navy Rose.
Who are you sending mail to?
I'm receiving. I'm cleaning out before we leave, just to make sure
It
that
is
nothing's
chalk
there.
empty.
Perfect. Then nothing to do. Bank is I'm withdrawing funds.
How much are you withdrawing?
Let's say. Let me look at what I got in my inventory right now. Oh, I'm pretty loaded. Let's do 500 platinum.
Oh, just a little bit, like,
Uh,
don't want to be excessive, like.
Yeah, don't go
Oh.
crazy.
Goes into my pocketbook. I have less than that.
I think I've got like 22 gold and maybe a couple bronze.
I'm sorry, Miss Fang. Your accounts have been frozen.
Oh shit!
Well, then I'm going to the tower. Going back to the castle.
I'm sorry, they will not be able to help you.
Well, that's where I'm going.
Alright.
No, she means they've been literally frozen by Thaban and they can't get the coins out of the vault.
Yeah, like it's
It's
just
just
a
stuck
giant
in a block of ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the old
Listen,
woman...
I'd give you the money.
Been frozen by who?
The Master of Coin.
Good.
Who was that?
I'm gonna go beat up a
This
bear
isn't New Azurian money. This is my money.
Yes, but it seems you guys, it seems you have been, the subject of an impending investigation of fraud.
I'm going to that fucking castle. I'm gonna go throw down at this fucking castle.
Meanwhile, Dio, knowing he needs money, is gonna disguise himself as Lucian and walk into the bank.
Yeah, does the
Anything
old...
else from May, but we'll circle back if we have to. Yes, you were saying something?
Does the old woman at the shop fail her wisdom save? Because I was genuinely casting Modify Memory.
Yes, she has a wisdom of 4.
Okay, I take back all the money that I gave her and erase all of her knowledge that I was ever here and leave. And that's it. She wasted my time with that dwarven thing, and I may not be drunk anymore, but I'm still
Take more
petty.
money.
No. Leaving a karmic balance in the shop.
Mei-Lin,
Ruin her business.
Is there anything else you want to do before you go to the castle, or are you headed straight there?
Straight there.
Okay. What is your intent as you approach the closed gate?
Misty step. Right past him.
I just want to clarify that you are intending to trespass on castle grounds.
Yes.
Just clarifying that is your action. As you are on the other side, 2 guards stand there and watch you apparate to the other side. Immediately, their spears angle forward and try
Up
to
out an
block
Echo
you
Knight,
in.
30 feet ahead, 30 feet ahead, 30 feet ahead, 30 feet ahead.
Where's your target? Where are you going?
I'd just like to clarify that we're definitely not getting to go on this mission anymore. We're just gonna be like thrown in jail, correct?
Yeah, probably.
Correction. May's gonna be thrown in jail.
Yeah.
You're right. We're going on a mission.
Yeah,
Boys
we got a
trip!
mission to do.
We're gonna be in,
Boys trip!
we're gonna be in prison, and that old woman's
That's
gonna be
why
brought
I
in
beat
to do a
episode
fucking.
so long.
We're gonna be brought in. She's gonna have to do a lineup, but she doesn't remember me, so she's just gonna blame one of you.
She's gonna
May's
have the
just
baby
going
in prison.
through the castle, hopping 30 feet ahead of everyone who tries to chase her, screaming, Lucian!
Nothing. You're screaming out your anger, your rage, your confusion, echoing off the halls back at you, vibrating through the broken and torn, tattered tapestries. No response.
Do I come across any of the council members as I'm flying through here? I'd aim for where we've met them before or where they've been.
Hopping into the garden room, you don't see anybody. Wandering through Lucian and Alenora's studies, respectively, nothing. It's empty in here. I would like to clarify, not empty in the sense that they've packed up all of their personal effects and been like, bye. Empty in the fact that there's nobody around.
Then yeah, she leaves in exactly the same way as she came.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like the wind.
Where do you head from there?
The Navy Rose.
Okay. What are you doing at the Navy Rose?
Looking for Zoya.
Not there yet.
Is the dwarf in here?
Battle Bear?
Yeah.
No. Stoneheart, the dwarven man you've been dealing with before, who helped lock down the Navy Rose in a time of turmoil, he's present.
But he's not the master of coin.
Not anymore.
Oh, he got replaced. Gotcha. What's his name?
Stoneheart.
Stoneheart!
Yes.
Meet me in my office.
Yes. And he follows you up reluctantly. What can I do for you,
Have you
madam?
been informed that you've been fired?
Yes.
How long ago?
About 48 hours.
Excellent. You work for me now. We're rerouting every bit of the Navy Rose's funds. Any incoming money goes through Zoya.
I'm sorry, who?
She'll be back. We can put it in an account under the dunes. Or the fox. You'll meet her. We're leaving. But I need somebody in charge who isn't a child.
I think I cannot in goodwill work for you, ma'am.
Why?
Hear whispers.
Of what?
Former friends of the Emperor being treasonous.
We're going to do work for him. How can we be treasonous?
They're just whispers, madam, and I do mean no disrespect. I just want to protect my family.
Then I'll do it myself. And she goes to Balthazar.
Anything you want to do before the group leaves the city?
Who are you asking?
Rakesh. Rakesh.
Yes, Rakesh needs money, so he's gonna go see
Go to the
his
bank.
account, Mei-Lin. Because she said last session that if I need money, I can go to her. So Rakesh is going to her.
Sorry, who are you going to, Maya?
Yeah.
Are you going
like,
to-
It's not with my 3 pesos in my account that I will do something.
Yeah. Rakesh, you roll up on Mei-Lin. You kind of like look through the doors of the Navy Rose, and she's in her office, and she's just a fuming, packing up essential papers, grabbing some of her personal effects.
What?
Can I borrow a little bit of money?
Get the fuck out!
But it is my pension. Pension day.
We don't have any money, Rakesh. Lucian locked it all up.
Yes.
Everything.
But you have on you? No? Something on you?
Get out.
What if I don't?
She just goes back to packing up her shit.
It is something that's so stupid, but I won't.
Oh, do it. Poke the bear.
I'm gonna stay in the room.
Fine, she doesn't stop you. She's slamming shit.
Anything from Callus?
Rakesh will slam thing with you.
He just grabs a chair and breaks it against the
Oh
wall.
my god, a scroll of plate summoning! I could break some shit.
Just start smashing things together.
Turn Mae's office into a rage room.
Yeah, literally.
But
Opening
I
soon.
feel like they do. I feel like it keeps escalating. Like she knocks a lamp off and the light bulb breaks or the bulb breaks.
Rakesh just starts putting holes in the wall.
Yeah,
It just
let's
ends
go.
with Rakesh karate chopping your desk in half.
My
Uh,
the mahogany desk.
With his
No, it's a
chainsaw
sound
hands.
And honestly, Mei like loves Rakesh for this, but she's so mad she can't be like, "Hey, thanks for being there with me, just to let me feel my feelings." She's
No, I
just
want my
having
money.
a
Matching money.
fit. Yeah.
No, he's also pissed because now he doesn't get money.
He doesn't get his pension.
My
Callus.
pension!
What are you doing?
Okay, so first off, Callus is going to swing past the house and grab the scroll from
Ah,
goblin.
yes. Go ahead and look in handout.
Ooh.
Well, there goes one of my things.
Hello. What's going
We'll have to have a look at the map again to see where that
Ah,
is.
like bottom right.
Mm. Alright. Okay. Well, that gets rid of. After reading the note, Callus looks at the pair of ear cuffs that he's got in his hand. With just a heavy sigh, puts them in his pocket. And then he goes to his room, and he grabs out a small stack of letters sealed in envelopes, which have the mark of the Sentinels on them. And he takes them to the post and sends them off.
Mighty stack of letters you've got here, friend.
Yes.
Having a party, are we? Look like invitations. Can I bring some crab dip?
It's a funeral, actually.
The question still stands. Can I bring some crab dip?
Jewish funeral.
No.
Oh, all right. Well, he looks at this crab dip dish that's beside him.
The post, why the fuck do you have it?
Well, it was my lunch, but it's just too much. And he taps his large, plump stomach and he goes, anyways. Why do I be sending these to, friend? Who gets the invitations?
The marks on the front. They'll find who they need to find.
Vague, but I like it. 4 silver, please.
Hands over 1 gold and just says, keep the rest.
You're so kind. All of the extra funds this week are going to build a new orphanage for lost children.
Should build him a map.
Anything else from Callus?
He contemplates going to see his family, but doesn't do it.
Okay. Are you guys regrouping at the Navy Rose or the House of Light?
Well, Balthazar came and found me so I could say goodbye to his kids, which I don't have any form of relationship with. But I'm gonna go with Balthazar to go pat some kids on the head and be like, now be sweet, or something.
They
So
know
it's
what.
safe to say you guys are meeting at the House of Light?
My
sorry, the
link
Navy
is
Rose?
still up, so May's at the Navy Rose. If anybody's also there, she'd be looking for Balthazar. She'd be reaching out to Balthazar and being like, "Where the fuck are you?"
Yeah, that's where my kids are, so I'd be there.
Which means Dio's there, which means Callus, are you headed to the Navy Rose, buddy?
Rakesh is with May, smashing things.
No, Callus is actually not going to the Navy Rose, and instead he's just going to go off and do his own thing. He'll just walk into the castle and then start screaming Lucian's name. And
Actually, that actually reminds me. Instead of going to the Navy Rose, I also want to break into the castle and start screaming Lucian's name.
Okay. Cool.
Should I roll for how loud I can yell?
There have been no repercussions.
So far.
Yeah, you're only
What
being
kind of
investigated
person
for
being
fraud.
investigated for treason? Yeah.
Losing
Callus,
all
are you
your
really
money.
headed to the castle?
No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'll go to the. Navy
Okay.
residence.
I mean, if you want to go scream down the hallways of the castle, I empower you fully to make that choice.
You
in
don't
this
have that
moment.
freedom of movement. You're getting caught.
Fuck you, bitch boy. Try and stop me.
All right. May, you storm out of the room that you're in, your office. Rakesh following a little bit behind because he's too caught up in the moment punching the walls.
Her hands are
Um,
bloody.
Yeah,
Not
covered in
a scratch on
drywall dust.
Not a scratch on Rakesh fist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You go to find up where Balthazar, I have to ask, with your plan to leave the city, what
Mhm.
is your plan for your children?
It's a good fucking question. I have no clue. I've been sort of giving them.
Well,
I need
what
you to
May
make a
has to
choice,
say
Dad.
Yeah, what May has to say might change that. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
May walks into the room and you see Dio there with Balthazar and Callus. About 5 or so minutes later, you meet May in the hallway. And she's like storming into Balthazar's room, and you see unbridled rage on this woman's face. You have seen your wife angry, but now someone's fucking with her money, her enterprise, her livelihood. This is a new shade of fury, and you should be a little scared.
Everyone out. Everyone. Get everyone out now.
I need context.
We're being investigated for treason. My assets are frozen. We have nothing. He is ruining me.
Somebody commit treason?
No.
Did you really put your money in the bank?
Can't trust banks.
Mine's in a mattress.
You gotta stash it in the floorboards. Yeah.
Do you have to put it in your shoes?
I actually have a little hole dug in the Feywild, and I
You're
just go
not
through the
moving.
hatch.
How
to put
about
'em-
you all move? Get your family out of here. Get your family out of here. We're leaving.
Yeah.
So we've just been. So instead of going off and doing this job to avoid getting exiled, we've been exiled and now we're going off to do the job.
Oh, we're
I
not
think
doing
we've been
the job.
exiled. We're being investigated for treason. It's an investigation. It's not a sentence.
Don't be stupid.
Did he say we'd be
I'm
investigated for
stupid. I just don't know how the
treason?
legal system works.
Or did he say we were
She walks
investigated for
out to
fraud?
Esther's room.
I'm asking Taya that because I can't remember. I heard fraud.
Fraud, and then, I mean, slow amounts of treason are seeping in, but that's besides the point. It's fraud, is what she was told by the bank teller.
Okay.
You storm into the room, and Esther's there, just like playing with the baby.
May I speak with you alone?
If you must, yes. What can I do for you?
And she gives her the 300 of the 399 platinum that she had.
What am I to do with this?
Leave. I am
Leave
very
where?
sorry. Here. You can come with us if you like, but I don't know where we're going.
Okay, we will leave it first on.
Make arrangements as quickly as you can. Make sure that everyone is safe. And keep in touch with me. I
will
don't know
do my
how.
best.
Go through Rosa.
Is everything okay?
No. I don't know that you're safe anymore.
Is Oscar okay?
So far, it's only on me, so we shall see. But I don't know what they're going to do to the people that are connected to me.
Is he gonna come say goodbye?
I
She looks at her parents asleep on the beds, And just nods. It's all right.
She gives her a hug and kisses the baby on the head and says, "I'm very sorry," and then leaves.
Balthazar,
Mm.
have you thought about what you're doing with your kids? They're being rushed out of the city.
Like, I have no idea. I have no idea where to put them. I could.
I have an idea. It requires some trust on their part and on yours.
Well, you know I trust you.
No, it's trusting the people I trust.
Well, who do you trust?
Family. I went to a finishing school in the Feywild. It was ran by my my grandmother, my Nona. It's now run by my aunts and uncle. The kids could go there. It's a boarding school, so there's room and board, and they could practice magic and be taken care of. And it's not just bardic magic. I mean, it's primarily bardic magic, but there's all kinds of arcane folk there.
But with the time difference, by the time they get back, won't I be dead or something?
I mean, I didn't think of that.
It's so above table meta.
Mm.
It's winter Fey right now.
Uh-huh.
4 times as long time.
So if you're there a day, you're there 4 days.
It's 4 days pass on the material plane.
Yeah.
For every one in the
1 day in the Fey. So
Oh, so
there 1 day.
if I drop them off there and we're like 8 days, and then I go pick them up, for them it's been a day or 2.
For them, yes.
I think it's actually longer than that. I forget what the conversion is because I feel like it's a month a week.
Yes, sorry, winter. Let me open my Google Doc.
Yeah.
I'm not Fey ready.
Winter's long.
No, I'm thinking of it the wrong way. I'm thinking if they're there for like 2 months, it'll be a long time here. But realistically, they'll only be there for as long as I need them to be there. So I could go pick them up potentially the same day, although it's been like 2 weeks for us.
It'd feel much shorter for them.
Yeah. Which is probably fine, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
1 day of winter Feywild is 1 month on the material.
There you go. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So for us, a month will pass. For them, a single day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that'd be nice, and then they can go and see maybe people from your family. They know all about their Uncle Dio. I tell them all the time. So
Well, I mean, this is an extended family. I don't know them all too well. They aren't changelings like me.
okay.
Like I was. So it'll be a little difficult.
Well, if you
But I mean, they're all colorful folk.
trust them,
I mean, I went there and I was fine.
yeah,
I mean,
maybe.
there were some jackasses, but that's high school for you.
Oh, yeah, maybe Elnor
sure.
can learn something new.
I'm sure he graduated by now.
Oh,
Sorry, I was thinking of an old bully. I think you'd be fine.
I think
It was
that's a
just
good
an
idea.
I had.
I like that idea. Thank you. Yeah, I can, make sure they're safe and, they're somewhere else, and we can always go and get them whenever.
I mean, my aunts, they're extremely powerful folk, so I mean, they could protect him if anything does happen.
Yeah. No, I trust you. I think that's a good idea. I'll run it by the kids and see if they want to go to a different dimension. I'm sure they'd be pretty excited. They've been stuck in the Navy Rose for a while.
Okay, I don't know if I have to make arrangements. I've never enrolled kids in school before.
Oh, it's so annoying. Like when we got here, I was going through these PTA meetings. I had to meet a governor. They weren't governor of anything.
That leads me to another meta question. Are you just taking the kids and dropping them off? Are you throwing the kids through the portal? Or are you all 5 going to the Fae?
My intention, obviously plans can shift, was we abscond to the Fae because we can exit the Fae at different points. And that way we're out of the city really, really quick without a trace.
If we're going
So
to
that's
the
what
Fae,
DS
then I can take Callus's family with us and drop them off in Vividan, which was my original plan.
Callus' family has males, though. They aren't going to be welcome in Vividan.
Yeah, and Mei can get help from them. Then not to
Yeah.
stay. Not to stay, to get away from here.
I think what Tay's trying to get at is if we decide to go into the Feywild, it'll be like a month passes down here. So, you know,
Touché.
yeah.
That's okay. Just message what's her face every 6 minutes.
I can't message her from a different realm.
Sending works from different realms.
Just tell her.
Does it?
that We
95% chance of success.
Okay.
just tell her that they stashed one of the artifacts in the Fae, and we've had to jump through to grab it.
It's actually not a bad idea. Although we're going to have to wait till tomorrow
Yeah,
because
also-
I don't have sending prepared.
I also don't think it totally matters, because I feel like if we're being investigated for fraud,
Yeah.
we might not be allowed to leave the country.
Well, then they wouldn't send us on these missions if we
Yeah,
weren't allowed
what the
to.
fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
No, they're trying
Yeah,
to get us out of here and killed. So
Okay.
that way we're not interfering in whatever Lucian is doing. That's the plan.
What's everybody's passive perceptions?
30.
20
Four-
and I have tremor sense. And
14.
I have blindsight.
Look at all these alternative vision choices.
24? 24,
30,
and I have
can
really
see
good
in
dark
the
vision.
dark real good. Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you
You
all?
can see in the dark when you got goggles.
14, like a normal man. I don't really see a right lot what's going on.
Okay,
Man,
so
you guys are surviving in the wild to do this to you.
it's funny because Balthazar is sitting here, like talking with his hands, making these like grand gestures, and slowly everyone just stops talking. Balthazar is still talking, still full going in this conversation, but Rakesh, you start
Yes.
to feel rhythmic vibrations under your feet, like a herd. May,
Fuck.
you, out of the corner of your eye, see movement outside, and Dio, it's May's quick turning of the head, like her slight angle turn. That's what you pick up, and you see up high is a body. Someone's standing, but they disappear really quick. Callus, you look outside, and you just like recognize the perimeter that is being formed around the Navy Rose.
Then fraud, guys.
Fast enough.
There's maybe half a dozen mages, maybe a dozen foot soldiers. They're all slowly the soldiers. It's interesting because the soldiers are tall and imposing, forming dark silhouettes against the sunny sky, creating a stronghold around a powerful section of mages. Armed with different weaponry, they're all wearing the deep purple robes that Lucian has had crafted for them, while the soldiers are in gunmetal black plate. The party has two choices in this moment. and it's either flee or fight. But the four of you keying on to what's going on, Balthazar is still talking.
Like, I
He
don't
has
even
not
know
realized
what
that
we're
you
thinking
guys have
about.
stopped.
Like, why? What? It doesn't make any sense. Like, how are we
May
going to
grabs
go
the
over
top of
there?
his head and turns him.
Oh,
A lot more than just fraud.
kids, get your
That's-
toys.
Well, I don't know that.
Yeah, so
That's the thing the rest of the party isn't privy to, I guess, is that there was some mild trespassing of royal property.
oh yeah. Oh,
Callus is already
I
sorted.
would
goes
argue
out.
also
May stands
resisting
up and goes
arrest.
outside.
I'm getting the kids
No.
ready, packing, getting. I'm just getting them. I'm like, you need to come with Daddy. We need to go right now.
I was gonna say Dio's looking through his rings, for his graduation ring, so he can open a portal directly there. Because otherwise, I just open it into the plane.
May standing up to go outside.
Callus goes with a sword and board ready.
I cast Shield of Faith on Mei-Lin before she goes, just in case something bonker happens. Try not to
Yes.
die.
I
This
cast a
is for the.
sanctuary on me.
Well, this is quick. We had like, we said we were going to be leaving soon. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on either. But if May's going out there to talk to them, I want the baby to be fine. Cast, like I said, Shield of Faith. So that's a +2 to your AC.
And sanctuary. So yeah.
Well, guys,
They're treating us like we're impertinent. We are impertinent.
choices were made today. Not all as a group, but on behalf of the group. And now, a small collection of an opposing force has formed outside your doors. May, under the protection of Mei-Lin and the Raven Queen by her charges, walks down, husband at her side, while a doting father packs up his children to flee imminent danger. We're ending our session here. What you guys are gonna have to decide, is it fight or flee? And I do not envy that decision at all. Is right. Until next time. We'll just cast you later. Tell somebody you love them. And good luck.
Love you.
Commit treason to your government.
Commit